Hello Aquarius, welcome to your July 2022 reading. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be doing a few different romantic spreads for you. First off, I'll start off with a horseshoe spread. That covers your past, present, future 3 to 4 months out and has a 12-month outcome. Then I'll do a one-on-one relationship spread that will involve me reading it as a romantic relationship, but it actually could be any relationship that you choose, like your boss, your cousin. I mix the words up. It could be a friend, any kind of relationship you want, but I will interpret it as a romantic relationship. Then I will pull oracle cards and spirit to get some more information about your romantic situation, which you could take only that, or if you want to add all the readings together, you can. Then I will do some oracle cards from your person to get the idea of what they're thinking from their point of view and their opinion. And finally, I'll do some angel advice cards at the end. And right now, I'm just pulling out your horseshoe spread. And I didn't shuffle the cards off camera, I just do it on camera once or twice for your viewing pleasure. Alrighty. And I kind of shove these cards around to get them to fit on the camera and on the table. Alrighty. So here is your horseshoe spread. We got your past, your present, your future 3 to 4 months out. We got how you feel. We got your environment. We have your hopes and or your fears. In the last section we have your 12-month outcome. So in your past position you have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. We have alchemy, unfairness, and we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Alrighty, so Aquarius, it looks like there could have been problems in your love life and you were treated extremely unfair. It wasn't right the way they were treating you. And the story for alchemy is she was married to her husband and then she was raped. The husband found out and thought it was consensual. He kicked her out before hearing her side of the story. And she was a beggar on the streets, suffering for a while. Eventually the husband takes her back and forgives her because he finds out it was rape, but all the meanwhile he treated her unfairly. He rushed to judgment. He didn't hear her point of view. So unfortunately, Aquarius, it looks like that might have happened, not that exact story, but that extreme measure of unfairness, not hearing your point of view. It looks like it came into play for your past love life, Aquarius. It might have put your household into chaos, and it might have even hurt you financially. The way they treated you, they might have cut you off financially. They might have, maybe they said that you could depend on them, and then all of a sudden they pulled back, when they said, oh yeah, you could quit your job to be a writer, and then, they do something unfair, and then now you're like, oh, well, I quit my job already, and, you said I could trust you, but now, I can't. So you might have had some financial losses that were tied into your love life. There could have even been a separation of the household with the 10 of Pentacles being reversed. Perhaps you were living together and now you're not. Perhaps you saw each other, visit each other all the time in each other's houses, now you can't. The unfairness, it seems, drives from this healing family issues. Your partner might have had family issues, family trigger points that they might not have even been aware of, but they were projecting their fears and anxieties from their family issues onto you. And I am sorry to hear that, Aquarius. Alrighty, so your present position, we got the 6 of Swords, we got Hestia, Inner Fire, and we got reversed. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So I take it you're probably not giving your relationship a chance. You are moving away, moving to calmer waters. Whatever you were waiting for to get fixed, you decided, you know what, I'm just going to go on my own here. You're not treating me right, and it's not fair to myself to stay for this kind of stuff. It took a lot of strength for you to figure this out, and you found out how much fire you have for yourself and for being your own advocate in this situation. This is your 3 to 4 month future here. We got the Empress reversed. We got Larity's faithfulness reversed. And we got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you might not be wanting to settle down with any particular person with this faithfulness reversed. You don't have any loyalty to anyone, and you just want to be loyal to yourself. The other people don't really matter. As cold as that sounds, but Aquarius is accused of being aloof anyways. But, you don't want to put your eggs in a basket that might be rotten. You don't want to risk your time and energy on something that's not going to work out. The only person that you're worth gambling on is yourself. And it looks like he kind of had this in almost like a greedy sense with the Empress reversed. Perhaps he might get a little self-indulgent. You might, think of yourself as, a little bit more special or better than you are, with this Empress. Yeah. I mean, the Empress is also sometimes associated with pregnancy and fertility, but it's upside down, so, there could be a chance of issues with that if that's something you were wanting. But, it doesn't really seem, the fertility aspect doesn't seem very dominant with these other cards. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like you're trying to decide what you want, but you're still in the decision process. You don't know exactly what you want, but you will soon. Alrighty. So how you are feeling, Aquarius? We got the 7 of Swords reversed, and we got Dionysus merrymaking. And there's a card with a bunch of people in some sort of toga gear. One of them's naked, they're partying hard, and there's a wine glass in the picture. So, you might be kind of looking back into the past, still thinking about what you could have done better, what you did wrong. This card is like you're kind of tiptoeing away, but you're still looking back. There's some sense of strategy, but you're not taking action on it. You're just letting it rest now. You might actually, you could be doing one or two things, either partying way too much or not at all. There's no in between with this Dionysus in reverse. You'll know clearly which one it is. You might just be cooped up alone, or you could just be all out there with no inhibitions. Perhaps in sort of hippie crowds or clubs or whatever. But you don't seem to have a lot of deep emotions at the time. You don't seem to be worried about money. You're just trying to, I guess, live in the moment or stay still and not live at all. Be stagnant. One or the other. So here is your environment. This is not necessarily directly in your control, Aquarius, but it does affect you. And the metaphor I use here is like if it's raining outside, you could either put on a raincoat and go out, you could go out and get wet, or you could just stay inside, avoid the rain altogether. So the forecast for your dating atmosphere is the Lovers reversed, and we got Tai Chi Fortune reversed. So, the people that you are considering dating in your dating circles, they might be, I guess, prone to free love, open love, like too much love, group love. With this Lovers reverse, like there might be a lot of sex but no emotions. There could be a lot of breakups also. The lovers coming apart in a discord. And also affecting the dating sphere for you is it looks like people have a lot of tight funds, not a lot of money. They seem to be having a bad luck streak financially. So if you want sex, it's out there. But I don't think you're going to be finding love by snooping around your dating pools. And the dates might not even have money. So if you're looking to go out to dinner with someone, they're probably going to say go Dutch or ask you to pay. So there's that. What's new? Don't you always have to take care of yourself, Aquarius? And then we got your hopes and or your fears over here in this next column. We got the Eight of Swords and we got Hera relating. Alright, so it looks like you have two fears up here. You're afraid of being stuck. You're afraid of being your own worst enemy with these swords. You're afraid that you might not see your options and you might miss them. You're afraid that there are options out there and they're going to be behind your head and you won't notice that they're even there. You're also afraid with this Hera card reversed, perhaps of someone cheating on you, because between Hera and Jupiter, Jupiter was always cheating on her. And in this card, he looks kind of like he's like, on his knees looking for forgiveness, and she's like, oh my god, again, I don't know. So you might have some fears about not being respected, not being equal, that people don't understand you, because you also have the card that says relating on there. You might have a partner that has too much pride and ego with this peacock here. And these are your fears. So they're not necessarily true or going to happen. These are just things that kick around in your head as you make your decisions for you to be aware of. Okay. In this final column here for your 12-month outcome, we have the Queen of Cups. We have Charon, transition. And then we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Reverse. So it looks like you have someone coming out in your 12-month outcome that you might have fun with. But not just fun, you might have a deep emotional connection, because you have the Queen of Cups in the upright position, which is good. The Queen of Cups is represented by Scorpio energy, being intense feelings, deep emotions, a lot of caring. And she has a full cup of love to offer, and she's willing to share it with the right person. Yeah, and I'm not even going to see any of the negative aspects of a Scorpio energy because it's an upright card, so we won't even go there. It looks like this person might help you with a change of mind, a change of heart. They might have changed their mind or changed their heart if they were around you but not talking to you quite yet. It looks like you might be afraid to play with them or connect with them, to have fun, or go out on a date with them with the playfulness upside down. There might be some hesitation there. Perhaps you're not sure if you can trust them yet. Okay, so let me shuffle these cards and get ready for your one-on-one spread. Alright, Aquarius, I shuffled the cards off camera, but I'll do it once or twice on camera for your viewing pleasure. And we're going to get started with your romantic spread, your one-on-one relationship. So it could be any relationship you want. It could technically be your boss, your cousin, your grandma, your friend, but I would always read it as a romantic relationship because that's the most demanded question. Feel free to adjust the interpretations to the other relationship types. Okay. Adjusting these for the camera. Alright, so typically the left side is you, the current, and typically on the right side is the person on your mind in question. If you do want, it's a general reading. If you need to flip the two sides, you can, but I will read them as their intended positions say, and for simplicity's sake, I'll normally say this is she and this is a he, but the genders don't necessarily matter. It's a grammatical simplicity for me. Alright, well, we got the Ten of Pentacles again in your spread. We just saw that in the other layout, and we have Aphrodite attraction. So Your house is probably in chaos, Aquarius. But I mean, I guess that's typical for you anyways. You have so many things to do. Cleaning up a house is not necessarily worth your time. But it does look like it might be cluttered, it might be cramped. You might have financial difficulties too, because this is a Pentacle cards. You might be having trouble paying your rent, paying your mortgage, whatever it is. Despite these financial troubles, you seem to be sitting pretty. People think you're attractive, you think you're attractive, and you seem to be having a very fit, sexy body right now, and people are looking at you. So I mean, despite the financial problems and maybe the housing issues, people like you, so maybe you might be able to use that to your advantage. But these are the energies you're also bringing to this relationship. Alright. And sometimes this card involves like roommates too, because there's a lot of different people in the card, but that wasn't my sense here, but there could be a lot of people in your house at this time too, if that applies to you. Okay. So on the other side of the pond, we got epicness and carelessness, and then we got the Two of Swords. So your person might be talking a lot of shit. They might be saying a lot of careless stuff. They might be letting things roll their tongue without thinking about it, without thinking if it's true, if they're sure, without thinking about, will this person hurt them? They're just saying whatever rolls off their tongue, regardless of the consequences. They seem to be willingly blinding themselves to the truth here with this Two of Swords here, because the swords are truth, communications, clarity. It's upside down, so they're blocking themselves from it. And this person literally has a blindfold on their head. So whatever's going on, they're not interested in the truth right now. They're just interested maybe in winning. Alright. Down here we have the shared energy of the relationship. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. We got music, Orpheus reversed, and we got calling in your soulmate. So the Queen of Cups reversed is going to go into the negative aspects of Scorpio, being paranoid, being clingy, being too emotional, emotions out of control. There could be some sort of aspect of sex for revenge also, because they do rule the body part of the genitals. So it's not a very healthy looking situation between you two. With Orpheus here, reverse music, there could be either a lack of communication or very, very outspoken communication, one or the other, that just keep flying around. Or, because reverse is normally it's blocked or the opposite of, and it seems like it could be either way. Despite this, it looks like someone might be wishing and hoping, praying that the other person comes back or comes to their senses with this calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visions help bring you together. They might be thinking of you a lot. They might be visualizing you a lot. They might be seeing you in their dreams. They might be having waking daydream visions, hoping that you'll come back. Present situation for you and the person you're thinking of. Shared energy. We got the Three of Cups reversed. We got the Morai, the future reversed, and we got honeymoon. Enjoy the holiday time together. Enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. So between you guys, it looks like you're in a disunion right now with the Three of Cups reversed. Typically when it's upright, it's about coming together. It's about joy, partying, and just having fun. It's upside down, so you're probably not hanging out with each other, not seeing each other, not on good terms. If you do see each other, it's just like brushing by and living in the same house, maybe not necessarily even like having the same schedule or life. And it seems like one of you might be fighting your fate with the Mariah future upside down. Like, it necessarily wasn't supposed to be this way, but someone might be dragging their feet, and it just is, it is how it is. But they're fighting their own future. With this honeymoon card, I'm going to take this as there's probably some separation. There could be, it's talking about holiday time. There could be maybe one of you goes on a vacation and gets away from the other. You could be both on vacations, mutually away from each other. There could just be a lot of distance. There could also be one of you traveling to a different city. Seems like you're desperate to get away from each other. Anyways, okay. So, despite this bleak looking past and present, Aquarius, your future is looking better. So hopefully you haven't already clicked off out of frustration. Probably should have started with that. But anyways, so we got the Ace of Cups here. We got Aries, warmongering, reversed. And we got Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, reversed. Alright, so because of this combination of the Passion and the Ace of Cups, I'm going to take this as a +1 to the Passion and not as a reverse of that card. So it seems like in the future the fighting will finally come to an end. Aries, the god of battle, the god of war, I think it's going to stop. You're going to finally stop fighting, stop bickering, stop causing the fights, stop choosing to fight. We're going to have a new emotional beginning with this Ace of Cups. There's going to be a fresh start in emotions, creativity, and spirituality between you two. And it's going to feel a lot better. And because this Ace of Cups here, you're going to have renewed passion for each other. Interestingly enough, you have this card that says sing, and you have this sing over here. So you might actually have a lot of words to say. You might start writing songs, or you might serenade your lover, or have a lot to say positively about them. And it looks like you're just going to be enjoying your time together in a sweet, sentimental way. Alright, Aquarius. Now that we got your other two spreads done, let's get here and do your oracle cards from Spirit to get any further information about what is going on in your situation. Just one more time. And this is a general reading, so maybe not all of these will resonate with you, but hopefully 90% of them do. I'm not trying to get this many. Okay, there we go. I still want to get one more. I feel like I need to get one more, but this is so many cards. Oh, let's do it. Okay. Alrighty, so when these cards are upside down, I'll normally take this as the opposite of that card, the reverse of the card, or a block to the card. Sometimes I'll take it as an exclamation point to the positive version of the card. So you're welcome to take the version that makes sense to you in your situation as you like. We got vulnerability. You can be open with this person. So you might be feeling vulnerable to this person at this time. Not taking it as advice at this time. I'm just understanding what's going on. Second chance reversed. This relationship deserves a second chance. So the person you're thinking of, I'm going to say probably might not deserve a second chance. At least at this time. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Put this over here. You had the spiritual lesson card upside down. So maybe you actually really did learn that lesson, possibly the hard way. We have acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. We have obstacles reversed. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. I'm going to take that as possibly to the extreme. We got true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So the person you're thinking of, the relationship, you might actually generally have love for that person, at least from your point of view. We got apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So don't take this as advice. I mean, you're probably expecting apology. You're hoping for one, and you might be even waiting out for that before we move forward. What was that moving forward thing? I'm going to put this next to the obstacles. Okay. We have self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So you might be not dating at the time. You might be just trying to take care of yourself. We got patience reversed. Everything will unfold in divine timing. So you might have a lack of patience right now, wanting things to get fixed already, trying to rush through the process of healing. We got fate reversed. This is a destined partnership. So, yeah, it might not be... you're probably... Whatever's happening is supposed to happen. It was fated to happen. So don't get too hard on yourself for things happening the way it is. It probably was meant to happen that way. Reversed, we have marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. So it actually might not be moving to a sacred union. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence because you have this true love card out here. So, I mean, you might actually have love for them, but I'm not completely convinced that marriage is something that is involved. Of course, like I said, sometimes I'll take these as the opposite of, sometimes I'll take it as an exclamation point if that makes more sense to you. We got friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So it might be a time where you're talking to friends, relying on friends for help. Maybe you're just wanting to be friends with the person rather than being romantically entangled. We got reversed. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. So you might be trying to rush things again. And then we got trust. It is safe to trust the situation. So I'm not saying it's necessarily safe to trust the situation, but you might have trust in the universe that it's going to work itself out or the best is going to happen. It's not inherently saying to trust the person, and saying more trust the universe. Alrighty, so let me start pulling some oracle cards from your person and see what's on their mind from their point of view. Jeez. Alright. Jeez. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, I wasn't trying to get Smitty again, but I just felt like I had to get another one. Okay. And again, if you're just jumping in, sometimes when these are reversed, I'll see it as the opposite of a block or to the extreme, like an exclamation point. So you can interpret it as you need to. And I'll read these. I'm waiting for an apology. And we saw the apology card come up in the just previous deck. So you might be waiting for an apology, and they might be waiting for an apology. And you're like in a Mexican standoff. How fun. Alrighty. I'm sorry, upside down. So I think they're not sorry. They're waiting for that apology and they're thinking that you're the one that should be sorry. Because that's in reverse. Reversed, you didn't imagine it. Yeah, if you thought they were messing around or they were doing something, you probably didn't imagine it. And it seems like they're even kind of hesitating to tell you it because this card's in reverse. We got reversed. What did you want from me? Sounds a little accusatory, but okay. Maybe I guess they could be genuinely asking, like, did you expect it to be serious without you? Maybe they're confused also, but it sounds more like a little bit like a passive-aggressive question, like, dude, I told you I wasn't serious, and, you know. Alright. Reversed. I have been here before with others. So whatever problem you guys have, maybe it's something that comes up a lot in their life path. Ooh. I'm afraid to contact you. So, interestingly enough, they're waiting for an apology, but they're afraid to contact you. So it's like they put themselves in between a rock and a hard place. Nothing's gonna happen. We got... God, my throat hurts now. So bad. I wasn't sick. We will be together again. We got... I wonder if you are happy without me. We got, I feel you leaving me behind. We got, I am not available. That could be part of the reason why they're not coming to talk to you because they're not available. I hide behind material things. I'm going to take that as to the extreme. You came closer than anyone. Well, that's sweet, but I mean, close isn't good enough, is it? We got, my life is not as together as it seems. So yeah, these all seem kind of related. They're not available. They're not on the ball. They're hiding behind material things, making it look like they have more money, look like they have control, looking like they have power, but they don't have it. We both know I am not the one for you. So they think that they're not the one for you, in their opinion. Whether you think that or not, I mean, that's kind of presumptuous that they get to decide what you think. But apparently that's what they think. Let's see. We got, the scents and blinking lights are me. This is actually from a ghost deck, but I normally take these for romantic readings too. So perhaps their spirit is sending you songs on the radio. Perhaps if you had like a sign, like maybe pennies or feathers, or anytime you saw like a special character, like a panda or something, you know, that might be them trying to remind you of them in their special times. Let's see, we got, happiness is not a betrayal of me. So it looks like they're giving you permission to be happy. We got, it makes me happy to see you heal. Alright, that's nice. They're still worried about your happiness. We got, yes, I heard you. So perhaps you were trying to send them a message telepathically. It seems like their soul is saying yes, they got their message. Not that they're necessarily going to reply, but they did receive it. You got their red receipt here. We got, I see things differently now. But it's in reverse, so I'm not quite sure if they actually see the things differently now. We got, I am not financially stable. Again, with this facade, they got, I'm not available, I hide behind material things, my life's not what it seems, and they're not financially stable. It seems like they got something going on and they're not ready to come to you. Perhaps once they are ready, they will recognize their faults and need to apologize at that time. I still have feelings for you. And isn't that tough, that the person would have feelings but they don't take any action behind it? I don't know what to say about that. It's kind of messed up, but I guess maybe Spirit is keeping them out of your way until they are ready, until they have their shit together. Alright, let me put these away. Already? Aquarius, let me pull a few more cards and see if anything else helps you figure things out. And again, these are general, so hopefully 90% of these work for you. Maybe not all of them will. I'd like all of them to, if possible, for the people who identify as Aquarius. And when these cards are upside down, again, I'll take it as the opposite of the card. Sometimes a blocked version of the card, or the positive card, but to the extreme, like with the exclamation point. I need to stop pulling so many cards. Okay. Okay. Reversed, I want to join you. So they might not want to be joining you right now. Reversed, you stabbed my heart. Perhaps it's the opposite. They stabbed your heart. We got, I am loyal to you. I saw this card come out though. I am married. So I don't know if they're saying they're in a committed relationship, or perhaps they are mentally married to you even though they're not physically doing anything about it. We got, I am not ready yet. You were so cruel. So perhaps they were the cruel one, and I do think you had the unfairness card come out for you. I made my choice reversed, so they probably haven't made their choice yet. Only you matter. So even if they are married to someone else, they're saying that you're the one that really matters. Let's see. I moved on. They moved on from this relationship, even though maybe they won't admit it. I'll marry you right now. Plenty. So they seem very spiritually connected to you. I guess if you just talk to them, they might have a different story than what their actions are saying. Reversed, I love you. So like I said, this could be either the opposite of love or to the extreme, like a exclamation point. I'm going to probably say that as an exclamation point because of these other cards that came out. I need to apologize. Didn't this card come out in the other spread too? So, I mean, they clearly need to apologize. I have a confession, so you might not even know what they need to apologize to. Let's see. I care about you. Oh, look. I was so cruel. So either maybe they think you are mutually cruel to each other, or they're really saying that they are the cruel one. This one's kind of sideways. I'll take it as upside down. My friends don't approve. Perhaps their friends don't like you. Interesting. I don't think about you. So they're trying not to think about you. They said they moved on. It's just temporary. So maybe they're saying the situation they're in is temporary. The separation is temporary. Yeah. Reversed, I want an open marriage. So I think they don't want an open marriage. They want a loyal, committed marriage to you, oddly enough. You are so intelligent. Complimenting your intelligence. We got, I like it kinky reversed. So they either really like it kinky or they really like it vanilla. Depending, let's see. That could be part of their confession too. And then, I don't know if I said this one already. I deleted everything. But it's upside down, so perhaps they saved everything. Even that random receipt from the gas station when you went together. Perhaps they saved the photos. They might have saved everything. And it might even seem like a stalker, creepy way that they saved so much about you. Okay, well, I think that seemed pretty useful and clear. So let me take these aside. Alright, Aquarius, thank you for sticking with me to the end. And now we will pull some angel advice cards for you. We got Beloved One, Archangel Camuel. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Well, isn't that a relief off your shoulders that you are getting divine angel help? Yellow Jasper, control issues. Oh, this looks so pretty too. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So it seems like if you are afraid of being controlled, if you just realize you had power and strength within you, you would realize no one can control you without your consent. If you want, you can wear jasper in a ring and necklace, put it in your pocket, put a screenshot of it on your cell phone as a reminder that no one will control you. And I do believe I have yellow jasper in my jewelry shop in the description if you want to buy some of it to wear. You deserve love. You are lovable. I often see this card when you deserve love, but you are not getting it. Maybe you're not letting yourself have it. But this is a reminder to you that yes, you are worthy of love. Don't overthink your weight, your money. Don't overthink your past. It all made you you. It was all important, and it is all a part of you. So celebrate yourself, and you are worthy of love exactly as you are. We have body work. And this is actually from a job and hobby card, or deck, but I pull these and most of the time they translate well for romantic context. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, healing, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. And there's also a picture of a tattoo in here. So they might be like, perhaps a henna tattoo might help you appreciate your body's beauty. So it seems like if you work on yourself, work on your physical body, your body work, go get a massage, do a spa day, go get some Reiki healing. If you want exercise, go for a walk. So you can realize how beautiful your body is, and it will probably help ground you too, because Aquariuses tend to be off in the clouds. Yeah. What's something else? Oh yeah, and if you do go to my website, you could do a remote Reiki session if you want. And if you mention this video, I will give you a discount, because you need it, my friend. Alrighty. And we have number 31. Heave, play. Okay. Oh, that's pretty short. Alrighty. And the myth. Hebe, the goddess of youth, is the daughter of Zeus and Hera. She was the cupbearer for the gods and served them ambrosia, the food of the gods. She helped Hera into her chariot, drew Ares' baths, and was the attendant of Aphrodite. She eventually married Hercules after he was granted a taste of ambrosia and became immortal. The message. We have the opportunity to experience many things while we are alive, but joy is the only experience that is pure, for it does not serve any other purpose than to honor and celebrate life itself. If you have pulled this card, the essence of the child is present, and it is time for you to reconnect to the innocence and play. You may have felt yourself becoming tired, serious, heavy. It is time for you to relax and let go of the seriousness of the world. Be silly, expand outside your comfort zone, use your imagination, and do things for the sake of fun rather than achievement. All this is essential to your health at this time. Life can be meant for a lot of things, learning, experiencing, and achieving, but none of it means anything without fun and play. If you don't nourish this aspect of yourself, you will end up feeling numb inside. There is no real point to accomplishing anything in life if you can't feel the joy of it. Your highest calling right now is to make time for play and celebration. Your spirit is calling for you to rise and honor your life. Well, that sounds like great advice, because if you're always working, then you have no opportunities. If you're putting this in a relationship context, you have no opportunities to meet someone because you're just working. Get yourself out there, go do different things, put yourself in a play vibration, because you're likely to find someone else that is lighthearted in that same energy wavelength. And this kind of reminded me of this card too. Some of the aspects are just playing, taking care of yourself. Okay. So Aquarius, this is your January 2022 reading. Thank you so much for joining me.